You need to stop. You need to quit it with the disrespect that you're giving me right now. That resemblance between you and my 5th grade teacher is not a good thing. It's not a good one. You need to shape up and be better. In short. And you know it. I have told you this way too many times. It is ridiculous. It is unbelievable to me that you went to Blake Castle, you took all of these classes and, learned all the lessons that you needed to, and yet you're still refusing to be a right-minded, respectful, empathetic, selfless, uncritical, uninsulting, scary, intimidating, unfair, and uncompromising brick wall individual. Don't you dare scream at me that way. Do not talk to me that way. I have told you this and I'll tell you again. You need to control your temper. Before the volcano erupts, you need to stop yourself, be conscious of it, and say, hey, is this really right? Is this really kind? And, should I say this or should I not say it? Should I do it or should I not do it? That kind of conscience. I'm not going to stand for the impulsive and just raising your voice at me and being, acting cruel to me and my mentor, and hurting and being critical, talking down to, screaming at not only my face, but my students' face. Well, you know what? It's my Edmonton. It's my roof. So, well, I'm not the one who originally said it, because I wouldn't have said it if you wouldn't have said it. Because you always say, it's your studio, my way or the highway attitude. Okay, don't tell me things that are not nice and not true about me. No. That... Stop it. You always say that it's your studio and your reputation. It's my Minton, it's my reputation. Because I care. Because I want to shape you into a better person. Into a better and less selfish person. I don't know why you're as successful as you are as a dance teacher, treating students the way you do. I've given you a lot of chances. And no, those cameras will stay there to make sure that you're treating my students right. And, as I said, it's just unbelievably. Because the way that you talk to me and my students is despicable. It is disappointing. It is angering. It is very offensive. I don't know what gets into you and what your problem is, but if you want to continue, I can erase all the plans that I made for the concert honoring and celebrating you, because my interests led me to bring you here, and you will represent them and you will keep to them. And the Minton guests when they come here to the Menton, does not understand that when they come here, then they cannot become someone else other than who I am interested in. What makes them special? What makes them, charming and, respectful and all of that? Well, as I said, it's my Menton. And I'm saying that only, to teach you a lesson. But you don't need to do that to me. You don't need to speak back to me and speak my words against me. That is just... that's just rotten. To do that to a person is to speak words against them. And to belittle my Menton. That's rotten. That is what a complete, insane idiot does. And you're acting like one. If you want to continue going down this path of tears and shame and, going down this road where you're acting and speaking to people in this way, you're not going to have a lot of friends in life if you continue. People like how you act will not get very far. I feel kind of sorry for my students in that situation, and I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to be scared or intimidated by the monster of the Black Lagoon come right here to my Menton and act in this awful manner. Sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I've had it up to here. Excuse me, what did you just call me? What did you just say to me? And also the tone in which you were saying it. There you go again. You're out of control. Out of hand. Alright, you're really crossing a line. Okay, there you go again. I don't care what you think anymore. I don't care what... I was pretty open-minded. I was pretty optimistic and very, very excited, thinking it would be a great opportunity for, great experience with you. But I have a saying, and you need to hear it and listen to it, considering, understanding, empathizing with it. You need to hear it and you need to follow it. I'll make this abundantly clear. When I have doubts, when I have negative, thoughts and, anxieties about how some things are going to be, better turn around to being the positive. It can't be the positive and a negative or a negative and a negative. Positive or positive or negative or positive. It can't be, anything other than that. I would rather have this happen at the very, very beginning and then have you just act the way that you acted when you first came here to turn it around and prove me wrong. Now that's the right way. Now the wrong way is what's going on right here. It's like you just refusing to take self-blame and to take ownership of your actions, being unfair and mean, and also, I should add in that I think that you need to take a step back and realize and kind of count your blessings a little bit. Because the way that you're acting is somewhat like how, incredibly rich people would act. Well, the people who are spoiled spoiled idiots and brats. And I'm rich. I have a huge house and a huge mansion. I'm, the leader of an empire, I want to say. And I'm not like that. Because I have the decency. And I have the kindness and the goodness and the fairness and the the appreciation, understanding, and empathy for others, which you lack, and you know it. Treating them unfairly, negative Nelly, not focusing on the positives a little bit, prior to, after those dancers perform, they work so incredibly hard for you. They work really, really hard. I can't believe that someone would do that to their own competition team with all of the experience, with all of the pleasures of teaching children. And you just blew all of that. They were hard. You're like you're the spoiled queen who just demands and bosses and nags, and people have to slave away and suffer from it. Now, those people get nowhere because you're acting like the real straightforward, hard, mean acting version of Hyacinth Bouquet. Have you ever seen Keeping Up Appearances? Have you ever seen? Now, as funny and as hilarious and how interesting and how Sun, Leo, Moon, and Aries. That it is astrology. I'm talking about something else, but she's a little bit vain. She is a little bit vain and demanding and controlling and just unempathetic and high strung and critical. Those are other two things about you. Just all I can say is watch the show. Watch the show. And as much as it makes you laugh and as much entertainment and fun as it is an against lesson. An against lesson. Yes, I make up words. But it's a lesson, it's a moral to not act in that manner. No, you don't act exactly like her. But you do not need to be a diva like you come across. And you're not going to continue showing that. Okay, that is the silliest excuse I've ever heard my whole entire life. That's amazing. That's just witch, what you just said. Oh, I can't do that because it's my personality and my nature. I'm not asking you to change your personality. And it's not like it's impossible. You can, but I'm not asking you to change your personality. I'm asking you to be kinder and better and more sympathetic. Keeping your personality. Be yourself out of the lesson of Ashima. But don't be this version of yourself. Because this version is a big no-no. Okay, this is, this ultimatum is going to sound insane and truly evil when you hear it, but I have to use it. I'm giving you an ultimatum that may sound crazy and just cruel-spirited. But out of the extremes and the circumstances and the build-up and I think that you've added to my list of detestabilities as my own amended guest. The way that you're acting right now, and the amount of time that I've told you over and over again, and your stubbornness and your refusal, because you're selfish. When you say things, you don't apologize. You don't make amends. You say something, it's out there, and it was wrong. You don't think to yourself, oh, that was a little bit rude. Oh, that was just wrong. I did overspeak. I did misspeak. All of these things. You need to be conscious of it as long as it takes, and if you have these issues. Yes, you do, and you know it. You've just accused me of telling you. So, that was not true. Because what I say about individuals, I speak truth. And truth, honesty is the best policy. And I think that you're a firm believer in it. Firm, sure, another thing. Another issue. But, so anyway, firm believer in that. But you need to balance that between straightforward and trying to make them better. Trying to make them better without being... Okay, that leads me to ask, how do you make amazingly, achievingly professional, successful dancers? How do they become better if you are knocking them down? Yes, you are knocking them down, belittling them, criticizing them, being disrespectful. Now, you are animated in a negative way. I will not be surprised if I go online and I find an animation of you as a parody of the Dance Moms. That's what bullies do. How you act is what villains or bullies do. It's going to set you up to fail. And there was a parody of you. And I just want to ask you, also, there's more to life than winning. You judge them by the place that they get, not the actual dance. They can't be happy with third. They can't be happy with second. You do not appreciate... Okay. You don't appreciate. You are not grateful and kind. Think of if they get... think of your dancers. They work their butts off, their little tails off. They do amazing dance. They apply the corrections. They do amazing. They get third place. You judge them by that. Unreasonable. You should treat them with a little bit more appreciation and respect, which you lack. And I'm going to leave it at that. But there's a parody. I have to ask you, do you believe that feeling shame are the number one tools in the dancer's toolbox? Well, that's the complete irony of it. The switch going off when you start teaching. The one way and then the other way. But this is your final warning. This is the last conversation. Otherwise, you're going to have a thinning test. I am Dead serious, because I've had it. I don't usually do it, but I've just had it. Thing test, if you fail, it's a little bit of a weakening on the body. Not by much. Just as a bit of a pain that you will feel in order to teach a lesson. I only do this for the people who disgrace my mentor. People who hurt my mentor. So that's your ultimatum. And that's the last time. The next time, I'm going to throw you out into the street. I'm going to take the trash out. You'll be with the trash. I said it. So, get out.